Veteran Salute, sponsored by Devon James Injury Lawyers.
Thank you for watching on a Wednesday night, and now it's time for our weekly segment, Veteran Salute, our chance to honor those in our local community who have served.
Now tonight, 27 News reporter Matthew Johnstone introduces us to Vietnam veteran Michael Huston.
A machine gunner, Michael Huston fought overseas in Vietnam. His time with the 26th Marines would cement his dedication to camaraderie that he still upholds to this day. A Topeka native, Michael often finds himself at the Gage Park Memorial.
I think there's a lot of Topekans that have come out here. Either they've known somebody or they've had a family that was either in the Korean War, World War II, Vietnam. It's a nice tribute to the services in Topeka.
Serving as a combat soldier, Michael joined the military to make his way through higher education. His journey overseas with the 26th Marines led him on quite the interesting path.
We didn't know at the time, but we were getting ready to go and be a part of the 1st Amphibious Assault Team in Vietnam off the USS Iwo Jima. And so that was our fire base, the USS Iwo Jima. And unlike a lot of guys, that their fire base was on the top of a hill or next to a river, ours was on a ship.
From that fire base, Michael's squad would deploy alongside other companies like Delta and Bravo, or would run missions on their own.
We would leave on an operation, and by different names, Daring Rebel, Bold Pursuit, Pipestone Canyon, and they'd chopper us right into the middle of what was going on, and there we were.
Serving during Vietnam brought unique situations and challenges compared to other military conflicts.
Unlike a lot of, like wars, World War II, you went in as a unit, and in Vietnam we went in as an individual. And so those were big differences. We left to come back home as an individual too, not as a unit.
That didn't stop Michael from making connections while overseas or keeping up with those he fought with, reuniting with a fellow soldier decades after serving.
One of my squad leaders, George Adams, from Altoona, Pennsylvania, called me up, and he said he had been trying to get a hold of me for years, and that he wanted to make sure I was the Michael Huston that was assigned to his squad. I about fell over when he said, "Yeah, this is George Adams. Do you remember me, or were you in Vietnam?" And I said, "Yeah." And so it went from there.
Staying connected with fellow veterans is incredibly important to Michael. Being involved with the local American Legion and the VFW, keeping in touch with those that also served means a lot to the Topeka vet. Working for you, Matthew Johnstone, 27 News.
I'm so glad we do these because these stories need to be heard.
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing stuff. And we keep highlighting veterans in our community each and every week, just like Michael.
So if you'd like to nominate someone for our Veteran Salute segment, be sure to go to KSNT.com and click on this story. Plus, every time we do this, the honored veteran receives a gift. Take a look.
On behalf of Devon James Injury Lawyers, we're honored to recognize this week's veteran, Michael Huston. Mr. Huston served our country in Vietnam with the United States Marine Corps and was a Purple Heart recipient. Thank you so much for your service.
You're more than welcome. Thanks to Devon and James for honoring the veterans. It's great to have corporations, companies, and individuals honoring us. Thank you so much, guys.
Absolutely.